And welcome to our 6th live stream covering Wing Chun, fitness and well-being. So let me know if the sound isn't good or the lighting, but I think everything should be okay now compared to our first stream. As always, make sure the space around you is clear, you've got some water handy in case you need to grab a drink, and that you're training in a safe environment. We're gonna use today's session to go over what we've done in our first 5 sessions and make sure everyone's happy with that. If it's your first time joining, then that's completely fine. I'm going to be going over and explaining everything that we've been doing so you can still jump straight in. But let's have a quick look at our... So I'm going to put a link in the description as always, covering what we did in our sessions in case you want to go back and have a look over that. And also our community guidelines, which if you have not read before, please do go over before you start training these sessions. It just tells you how the streams run and how to train safely. So I've got all the sessions there as well in case you want to review them and see what we did. But today's 6th session, we're going to be going over what we've done in our prior sessions. So, I don't think the chat's working. Let's have a look. Well, I'm not quite sure why the chat isn't working. But that's fine. I'm going to begin by doing a brief warm-up. We're just going to stretch off, and then we're going to go into a seated meditation. We haven't done seated yet, we've been doing standing. I'll explain that to you as we're doing it, and then we're going to begin our training. So let's just warm up first. So if you just make sure you can see what I'm doing, and let's begin. So looking up and down, stretching off our neck, left and right. Circling, making sure you're looking all the way around, both ways. Okay, circling your head on top of your body, both ways. Shoulders forward, backwards, elbows, both ways. Make sure the space is clear around you, your arm swinging forward. Backwards. We're going to go figure 8, so we're going to go in front, comes up, behind, comes up. forwards. Really loose arm. Backwards. Bigger 8. Take your left arm, bring it in, pull across. Make sure not on your bone but on your muscles. Fold in. Pull your wrist back, hands down. Turn it straight, pull your wrist towards you, fingers. Lifting up, pulling back. Hold your hand in. I'm going to switch to the other side, arm across us. Pulling across. Your feet are not here. Tuck your hand in, hold it in, pull across. Hand out, palm down, pulling your fingers back. Pulling down. Up. Drop your wrist down. Do some waves. Both ways. Hands on your waist, circling. Knee, circling, both ways, and change, both ways, ankles, both directions. Other leg. Both ways. Take our right leg. Don't have to go very high, keep it loose. We're just going to swing like a pendulum. Make sure the space is clear. That same leg. We're now going to swing up to the side. Then bring it in front of you and across. Next leg, swinging forward and back. We're just warming up, so it doesn't need to be high, just keep it loose. To the side. And in front. Kick out, shake out. A little bit of running on the spot. And any other stretches you would like to do? Just do them now before we begin our seated meditation. So we've been working standing, but today we're going to go into seated, and it's slightly different. Breathe in through our nose and out our nose. Nice and relaxed breathing while we're doing this. Remember, all our different meditations are important in martial arts to free our body of tension, clear our minds, so we can focus on what we're doing with our training. So our standing meditations, and like our first form in Wing Chun, is important because we're in these positions that we end up using, so we always want to free our body of tension in positions that we can end up using in martial arts. So we also have our standing ones, but we're going to focus in more on our breathing today and just relaxing our body, so we're going to do a seated meditation. Normal seated position with your legs crossed. Our hands, we're actually going to take our finger and place it into our center of our palm and take hold. It's like a handshake, and this represents total body harmony. So we're going to take that hand position when we're doing our seated meditation, and we're just going to focus on maintaining our posture but staying relaxed and bring our focus to our breathing, and that's going to be our reference point. So if you start getting distracted thinking about other things or other thoughts pop in your head, or even about the discomfort you might be feeling in this position, just come back to your breathing. That is the only thing that I really want you to focus on while we're doing this, and that's going to be your reference point to always come back to. So let's give it a go. You can use a back of a chair or a wall if you want to rest up against it. We're just aiming to relax our body off, so you don't need to hold a position and build up tension. We actually want to relax. So if you need support, just use a wall or the back of a chair to lean against, but do try and maintain your posture when doing this. So nice steady breathing, nice and relaxed. Let's go straight into it. I'm going to do a couple minutes. I'm using HoloSync beats if you want to check that out after. I'll also put a link in the description so that you can check that out if you want to check this music out. It's very good for helping assisting with meditation and getting you in the right state of mind. So just get comfortable, find your position, take your hand thumb on the inside. Also close your eyes. It's very important just to close our eyes when we're doing this, and just breathe in a relaxed fashion, steadily. Okay, from there open your eyes and just come to standing. Come on. For those that know how to do it without using your hands. Teach that another time. Okay, so we're going to begin our training. And we're going to start off by recapping all our past 5 prior sessions. So, let's go. Grab a drink quickly if you need to. Let's bring our feet together, hands by our side, pull our head to the sky to posture up, bring our hands forward, back, bend our knees, toes out, heels out. When we close, heels, toes, push down. Focus on the details of each movement as we're doing it. So let's open, hands forward, pull back, bend your knees, toes, heels. Close, heels, toes, push down. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Final time. Open. Close. Open. Okay, so remember, once we open our basic stance, our square arm stance, we need to make sure we're dropping our weight to the ground, so we're planted, but we can still move if we needed to. So don't just flop yourself down, and don't be rigid either. Relax and sink your weight to the ground. Keep your knees still over your feet, even though we're making a triangle. Still keep your knees over your feet, don't collapse them in. Still keep them out, but just focus on making that triangle. So let's bring our hands forward and together to create a triangle with our arms as well in our top half. And pull our right hand back to our basic guard position. And we're going to change guard to the count. So we drop, replace, drop, replace, drop, replace. Remember to keep your wusao fingertip chin height. Let's give it a go to the count. 1. Just get positioning, warm up set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Focus on making it as straight as possible, elbows dropped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close to a fist, our single center line punch. Same thing, we're just dropping and firing through. Remember now, we don't bring our wusao, come back our hand with our hand so far back, because with our wusao we're protecting our chin, but with our punch our aim is to strike again, so we don't take it further back than the crook of our arm now. So keep it really close to this hand so you can fire through after. Single center line punch to the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 punches to the count. 1, 2, bit more energy now, so add in your breathing. Say 50 to 70%. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 punches to the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit the same point every time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 punches to the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hands up. Try and stay between 50 and 70% because we're going to be doing a lot of reps. So look, we're going to go, bring our hand down now, our right hand down. I'm going to go punch, punch, high, low, high, low. So, left hand high up to the chin, lower hand to the solar plexus. We're going 1, count 2 punches, so it looks like this. 1, make sure they're both to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now change low, high. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change hands. High, low again. So this time with your right hand first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low, high. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hands up. Change. We're now going to go with our right hand first. High, high, low. And we keep it there. High, high, low. High, high, low. High, high, low. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, high, high, low. 3, high, high, low. It's easier if you say it. 4, but say it in your head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Couple more. 1, 2, 3. Pull your hands back. Vertical palm. So place your right hand forward. Remember, we're striking with the heel of our palm and we're aiming to the nose or to the chin to knock the head backwards. When we do it, we pull the other hand back just as quick as we're doing the motion. So it looked like this. We're going to start off, still keep it 50 to 70 because we are doing a lot of reps today. But we're going to start off with our right hand forward to the count, come towards the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, slight bend in your arm, always, 4, 5. So keep this bend, don't stretch out, keep a bend. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go to our funnel guard. We do a horizontal palm to the center so your fingers are pointing out. Imagine coming in across the chin from the side. We combined our diagonal step. We're going to go 1 count, 2 palms to look like this. 1. Let's give it a go. Elbows down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull your hands back. We've got our downward palms coming across our body. So diagonally downwards. Again, to hit the head away. If the head's coming in, some comes into rugby tackle, or you can use it just to clear the space or pin. So we're coming across our body. But let's start with our right hand first, coming down. Still 50 to 70%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now without leaning, you need to imagine that all your weight is coming down with the help of gravity as well into the strike. So you don't need to lean, but imagine that your whole weight's coming down as you do it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work, pull your hands back. We're going to do our eye strikes, vertical and horizontal. So it's going to look like this when we're doing it, down and up. Try and just isolate just the wrist to begin with before we start adding in our elbow, power as well. But to start off, we're just going to try and isolate our wrists. Vertical first, so coming down and up, energy on the way down, energy on the way up. Let's give it a go. Funnel guard, elbows in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to turn our hands over. We're going to go horizontal, but don't let your elbows flare out. Keep them dropped down. So it's going to look like this. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. We did the arc last time where we came forward, diagonal to the side. Let's give it a go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Forward, diagonal to our sides, vertical. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, diagonal, 3 to the sides. Then we're going to bring our arms back in, go forward again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Change to our horizontal. Forwards, diagonal, sides. Covering this whole plane. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull your hands back. Just remember, we're covering this whole plane here, but in general, our Wing Chun's within our cross plane, which goes to the edge of our shoulders. So most of our movements are in here, in this space. but we do need to be able to cover all the way out, and even in the form there are parts where we even come behind, so we cover the plane behind us as well. But just remember that, because the cross guard is very important, and I'll go into more detail about that later. So from here we're going to do our elbows that we worked on. Vertical, horizontal, up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out. Let's start with our right hand. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, loose shoulders, relaxed hand when you're doing the elbow, apart from when we pull back, the lower one close to a fist. Let's go. 1, hand opens, elbow in, 2, 3, 4. 1, up, 2, down, 3, in, 4, out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back. Diagonal elbows coming upwards. So we're coming straight up with both hands, cutting a diagonal angle. Think about your hand loose and coming up to your side of your body, but keep it loose when you do it. Just close when you pull back. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 50 to 70% power to pace ourselves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diagonal downwards. So it's like we're swimming. We're coming over and then back. The hand comes over, loose, and then pulls back. But as soon as we're pulling the other hand back, the other one's going to come over. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Left foot to right and just push down. Grab a drink. So just quickly grab a drink if you need to. We're going to do a little bit of footwork. In tomorrow's session I'm going to do the other moves that we don't do in this session. We're going to do a little bit of footwork and then some exercise. I'm not quite sure why the chat's not working. It says it's unable to connect. I'll try and work it out after. Unfortunately we'll have to do it without chat today. So let's go into our footwork and then we'll do some exercise at the end. But tomorrow's session we're going to go over the back fists and our kicks that we probably won't do today. We'll just have a look at our footwork, our diagonal step, and we also added in our shapes before. We'll look at that tomorrow. And then we would have recapped today and tomorrow what we did Monday. Well, actually we started Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's quite a lot to recap in a short space of time, but that's fine. We're going to recap it, and then I'll probably do that every week. Thursday and Friday, I'll recap what we did the days prior, just to train it and make sure we're happy with it. So let's go into our footwork. So open up your basic stance. You can face the screen, but I'm just so you can see, I'm going to face this way. So we've got a square on stance, where we're standing hips, shoulders, feet square on to somebody. Now we're going to step our left leg forward. I'm going to come into our arrow walk stance. When we come into our arrow walk, we want our toes pointed on the diagonal so we can close and protect our hip quickly. And we want to keep our base down, so hips dropped, not standing straight up, but drop our weight to the ground so we can, well, our weight's grounded. If someone grabs us, we've got a good base. We don't want to be tightrope walking. We don't want our base too right, so aim for toe to heel. With that, with our left leg, we're going to put our left arm forward and our right hand wusao, covering the space, covering the center line. Our center line is where we want to attack our targets, but also we want to make it difficult for people to attack down the center line and attack our eyes, nose, throat, solar plexus, and lower area as well. So that's why we're covering or occupying the space to begin with, because it makes it more difficult for someone to strike down here, and also it makes it quick for us to strike, boom, into that center line. So we're going to start off with our step, slide, step, slide, step, slide, step, slide footwork that we worked on first. So we're stepping and sliding to keep, this footwork keeps maximum stability and balance and good connection with the floor for the longest time possible. So let's start off by going forward, back, left and right. Forward, back, left, right. Forward, back, left, right. Keep your steps small. Forward, back, left, right. Forward, back, left, right. We don't want to step too big and start leaning when we're moving. So we want to keep our balance, head straight, posture straight, but keep our head on the same level as we're moving. Let's change. So our foot's going to come back, right arm and leg out together. So now we're on the other side. Forward, step, slide, back, right, left, forward, back, right, left, forward, back, right, left, forward, back, right, left. Change. We're going to go into our launch step. So now instead of stepping and sliding, we're going to push off our back leg to move forward. And when we go backwards, instead of stepping and sliding, we're going to push off the front leg to move back. So remember, when we need to move quick, we use our launch step. And when we want to strike, we use this step. When we just want to move and keep our balance, we can use our step and slide footwork. So we're going to practice our launch step now. Forward, a bit quicker now, back, left, keep it small though, right, forward, back, left, right, forward, back, left, right. Let's do this. When I move forward, try and move back so you keep your distance to me. So if I move this way, you move back. If I move backwards, you move forward to stay with me. If I move to the left, you would move right to stay with me. If I move to the right, you'd move left to stay with me. Let's give it a go. Obviously be careful of the space. It's important anyway that in martial arts you're aware of your surroundings. So you need to be aware of how far something is behind you, so you don't end up going boom and getting knocked into it. Because then someone can catch you on that timing when you get knocked into something. Change sides. Let's do the same thing. If you go the wrong way, 5 push-ups. If you move when I'm not moving, 5 push-ups. And pull back. Left foot to right, and just close properly, pushing down. No idea how well that worked. Grab a drink. You have to let me know after, because the chat's not working. If that works, okay. Grab a drink. We're going to finish up with some exercise. So to start off, 5 push-ups on your knuckles if you want to train your punches, or on your palms. We also have the other variations of using a raised surface if you can't do a push-up, or just doing the negative part. So we're going to start off with 5 push-ups. Breathe in as you go down, out as you go up. Simple as that. We're going to breathe in, don't rush down, and then pause and breathe out and push out. So just copy me. Find your push-up position. So what we're going to do, breathe in when we go down, out as we go up. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. So breathe in, and now out. What are you doing? 5. Breathe in, and out. Breathe in, and out. In, and out. I lost count, let's do one more. Breathe in, and out. And relax a second. Now we're going to reverse our breathing. So instead of breathing in on the way down, we're going to breathe out on the way down and in on the way up. So we're going to take a deep breath in now at the top part and go down, breathe out, breathe in and come up and out. In, out, in, out, in, out. And relax a second. Now we're going to breathe in and out on the way down, in and out on the way up. Only 5 again. Let's go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's do one more. Down, up. Good work. Incorporating our breathing into our exercises. It's really good for your martial art training. And to open up your breathing, open up your body as well. We're going to go onto our backs. We're going to go flat. I'm going to sit up, legs straight. If you can, hook your feet underneath something, it might help. but it's better if you can do it without. And we're going to breathe in on the way up, out on the way down. So we're doing a sit-up. It looks like this. Breathe in, breathe out. Control it on the way down so don't slam into the floor when you go down. So let's go down. Breathe in and come up. You can follow your legs with your hands. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. It might be 6, I can't remember. Don't get attached to numbers. Look, we're going to reverse our breathing now. So we're going to breathe out on the way up, in on the way down. So take a deep breath in. And let's come up and breathe out. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Now we're going to breathe in and out on the way down, in and out on the way up. So come down onto your back and up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Let's do one more. Up. Down. Up. You can relax. Stand up back using your hands. Keep them free in case you've got to protect yourself. Alright, grab it. We're gonna finish up with placing yourself against a wall or somewhere stable. If you haven't got somewhere stable you can lean against, you can just do it in the air. Otherwise, we're going to put our hands out, we're just going to come down to this position. So join me, like you're sitting on a chair, head against the wall, hands out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice steady breathing. You'll practice your form here. We'll be doing that soon. Keep your back flat against the wall. Steady breathing. You can sit here and eat. Next time you're eating or watching TV, you just sit like this, you do it. Alright, and relax. Good work, left hand with style. Right hand fist. Pair of specs. Well done. So, tomorrow we're going to recap what we did, the last drills that we did over these prior 5 sessions. But today we did a recap of and trained through them drills. And then Friday we'd finish that off, so every Thursday and Friday we can recap. And then next week we'll probably start the form. So unfortunately the chat wasn't working today, I have to try and work out why. But any questions, just drop it in the comments section. If you're my student, just drop me a message, always welcome. And other than that, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like. And if you hit the notifications button on the channel, then every time a live video is going to come up, you'll be notified. So subscribe and hit the notifications button if you want to follow along. And as always, see you guys soon. Stay safe, train safely, and make sure you're training every day with me. Not with me, make sure you're still training every day, but you can train now with me every day while I'm doing it. Left hand whistle, right hand fist. Well done, team.